Welcome to the Fanily!
Hey guys, hopefully by now you have seen some of my ToyBox figure unboxings. Now I've got some random odds and ends figures that I don't have a whole set for. They don't really have a set, they're just sort of by themselves. So we're gonna unbox all these guys today. And I think I want to get started with Baymax because this box is gigantic. And it might be really hard to see through all that plastic, but his number is 5 in the black circle. And yeah, it looks like the black circle is just the Disney series. We also have the Pixar series, the Star Wars series, and the Marvel series, and I hope they have a Captain Marvel coming out soon. But let's get in. Oh, that's a nice picture of Baymax. We'll have to save that like we did with the other ones. Let's get into the Disney toy box. The great thing about the toy box figures is that they are really easy to open. And it looks like we have got Baymax's wings here, so he can fly, he can fly, he can fly. And then we'll pull up, oh my gosh, he is so heavy. Here's what could be a gigantic Baymax bookmark. And then Bay here, oh no, he's strapped down on the arms. I hate these bandies. They're so hard to break these little snaps on some of the dolls. But, okay, it seems like they're coming off pretty easy on this guy. Usually they make them super tight. Come on, Baymax! Oh, here we go. Oh no, he had some on his legs. I didn't see that. I just broke right out of it. Forget cutting, I'm using Herculean strength. Yeah! Wow, he is really a heavy-duty guy, and he's actually moving really well so far. Some of the figures I've opened before do not move very easily. Although, oops, it seems like, well, no, I think it's a little stiff. I think it'll loosen up. I like that his shoulder flaps are kind of adjustable, so that way you can move his arms. Otherwise, they'd be really stuck. But yeah, he is pretty easy to move. That's great. And then we have a spot in the back to attach his wings. Kind of looks like Lightning McQueen in the eyes there, doesn't it? Well, at any rate, we'll do our little 360. Woohoo! Baymax! Love it! And let's check out this checklist and see if there's any I have not heard of coming out yet. Oh, I haven't seen the TIE Fighter pilot set. See, if I had known that they were going to do gift sets, I would have done that to get the Bullseye because they don't seem to sell the Bullseye separately. And I would have done it to get the whole Incredibles set because I bought all of them except Frozone anyways. I want that Spider-Man one, but it's all sold out now and I don't know if they're getting more back in, but ooh, Hulkbuster. I have to keep an eye out for that one. And then on the checklist, it just shows a shadow of Stitch and Minnie, which are already out, so looks like nothing super new. But if you're looking on the Pixar list, you can see that they don't have Toy Story on there anymore, and I don't know if they're going to reboot those for Toy Story 4 or how they're going to do that, but as of right now, they're not available. All right, Baymax buddy, we got to get you out of the way. Are you ready to go? And then since we did Baymax, let's go ahead and do Hiro. Hiro is the black circle number 6, and it includes his helmet, but I think you have to take off his hair to put his helmet on. I feel like that's the case, but we'll open him up and find out firsthand. Oh, I didn't realize that. The background of his box is San Francisco. Cool. And we'll take this out to laminate later to make a bookmark if we want to. And then, yay, it doesn't seem like Hiro has any bands keeping him in, so good. Come on. Crinkle, crinkle, pop, crinkle, pop. Oh, look at that expression. He is just so cute. Okay, let's get you standing. All right, his joints are working pretty good, so that's great. Great, everything on him moves wonderfully. So we'll do a little 360. And let's see, does his hair? Yep, his hair pulls right out really easily, so just be careful that you don't lose his other hair piece. And wait, that's backwards. Whoops. Then this one's a little bit tough to get on, but not super tough, just kind of, how do you work this thing kind of tough? Is it on the way? No, it looks crooked to me. Thought Big Hero 6 was such a great movie. I hope they get that sequel going soon like they said they would. Although it came out the year after Frozen, so maybe we can expect it the year after Frozen too, because Wreck-It Ralph came out the year before Frozen and they just got their sequel. And so there is Hiro. It's got a little scratch on his cheek though right out of the box. And his feet are a little flexible, but they do not seem to be very cooperative for movement. Well, I love his helmet, but I like his regular hair a little bit better, so we're gonna go back to that. Yes, that is adorable, but get down there a little deeper. Yeah, get on there right, otherwise it's gonna look really strange, but it's really cool how they arranged it to do that, to swap out the hair piece. I like it. I like it. They get all the creativity points in my book. All by herself, we have Moana, which is the black circle number 7. They do make a big Maui, like the big Baymax oversized figure, but I didn't get him as of yet. The bigger ones are a few dollars more expensive, so I'm not huge on getting those, plus the space issue of trying to save and store them. But he does exist if you are super into getting a Maui. I got the crappy rip. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pop you out. I hope nothing's holding you in. I don't see any tabs. I love that they put Moana in this because she came out way after Disney Infinity was canceled as a video game series, so we never got a figure for her. Ooh, the pedal is like, not really rubbery, but it's flexible without getting stuck in that shape, so that's really cool. And her joints in her arm are pretty good, okay. Her leg is a little stiffer. That's going though, it's going. You just gotta kind of fight with it a little bit. Her feet, yep, 1 foot, 2 foot, okay. She can dip her toe in the water. And I like that her head and her hair all move together as like one piece, so it looks really good. We'll do our 360 of our Mo. Really good looking. And this necklace is sort of held down with one of these elastic bands. I'm going to leave that on there because I don't want to risk losing the necklace, so I'll leave that there for as long as possible. But she does not want to hold on to her oar. It's like her hand is a little bit too large in the gap. See the line where the sky meets the sea? It calls me. Then go, honey, then go. I will. And there's our future bookmark to be laminated later. Next, let's get out Vanellope, and I really like that they included the milkshake kitty and the pancake bunny. I kind of wish Moana would have came with Pua and Heihei instead of her oar, but maybe they'll make a set for those two later, who knows. Vanellope is black circle number 4 for ToyBox Disney, and Ralph does exist, but he's another one of those big ones, so I have not tried to buy him yet. I only got Baymax because he was on a good sale price. Ah, there we go. We're in. And Vanellope was one of the Disney Infinity characters, so that looks really close to how she looked back when that game came out. So, first things first, let's see if we can pop out the kitty. Woo! Now let's try for the bunny. Woo! Now let's try for Vanellope. Ah, she came out more gently. She knew what she was doing. Look at all the sass in those eyes. Isn't she just cute? Okay, so her hips move, her legs, and her feet move, but the feet are really stiff. And her arms, yeah, her arms move. Her head does not seem to move. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. It was just really stuck. Do a little 360 of Vanellope with her candy hair and her licorice hair tie. So super cute. Then there's Milkshake Kitty, who is molded to the milkshake, so you cannot move or remove that. And it doesn't look like the kitty has any movable limbs or joints. Let's do a little, I need to get a rotation table. That's what I need to invest in. That would be so much easier. And the bunny looks like it's the same. His head, his feet, nothing move, but he is affixed to his pancakes, so you cannot take them out and use them on somebody else. They'll just have to share with the poor little bunny, who's gonna pop soon because Ralph is near. Ooh. Admit it, we've all had meals at Grandma's house that we felt like we were gonna pop like that. Next, all by his lonesome, is Jack Skellington, who is the black circle number 2. And yeah, this one's a little bit older, so you can see Ralph, Vanellope, Baymax, and Hiro were all mysteries that hadn't been announced yet. But of course, Jack Skellington and Zero are from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is technically not a Disney movie. It's a Touchstone movie, but Touchstone was purchased by Disney, and they were kind of afraid that Nightmare wouldn't do very well or it would freak people out from the Disney brand, so they released it as Touchstone just for the sake of not alienating anybody in case it wasn't very popular. But little did they expect, it was hugely popular. Everybody loved The Nightmare Before Christmas. And the only way I knew it was related to Disney way back in the 90s was that the soundtrack tape I had on the back said Walt Disney Records on it. Without that, I would have had no idea that it was ever connected to Disney until more recent years. All right, was that the only band? It looks like that was the only band on him, so let's read them. Free the Pumpkin King! Let's start with Zero because he is so cute and little and tiny, and if you never noticed, he doesn't have a glowing nose. He has a glowing pumpkin face nose, and then he's basically like a ghost sheet for a dog. He's really funny, and he's hollow on the bottom on this, which is super cute. So Zero, you can stay right there, and Jack, bending at the waist. Arms are a little bit stiff, but they're going. They're not wanting to go outward though as much as they should be able to. His head's moving nicely though in all directions, and his legs move great. Feet are a little bit stiff, but I think if I get that to pop, it's probably where they didn't let the paint dry enough before they put it in the box, but it just doesn't want to move right now. And because he has these tails on the back of his coat, he does not quite want to stand upright properly, but I'm gonna try to give you a nice 360 here, the best I can. The best he'll allow as he starts bending over like an old man. Look at that ominous Pumpkin King face, ah ha ha. And his tie's a little off because I think his tie's supposed to be a bat, but they've kind of made it look like, I don't know, like a mouse head with mouse fur coming out the side? I don't know what they were thinking of there. Oh, where'd he go? I guess Jack went off to find Christmas. Who knows? We'll just move on then to our last two figures. First up is Jessie in the yellow circle number 3 from the Pixar ToyBox collection. And we've got Jessie with her lasso, and originally it looks like it was just Buzz, Woody, and Jessie as the Pixar collection. I didn't get Buzz because I didn't really like the look of him, and a lot of the reviews said his arms and legs weren't staying in the sockets, so I didn't want to deal with that noise. Plus, I am totally Team Woody. I don't care what Buzz does, he cannot redeem himself to me. I understand Woody. I was usually the oldest in the group when I was growing up, so yeah, I can feel that, hey, what about me mentality really close to home. Come on out! Man, this is making me work for it. Come on, Miss Jessie. Woo! There's your future bookmark, and there's Jack's. And now we'll just hopefully, nope, it's all banded down. Darn it. I hate these bandy bands. Woo! So Jessie's lasso is pretty flexible. It seems like I could untie it if I really wanted to. Yeah, look at that. I don't know what I'd do with it in that direction, but it's possible. It doesn't really have a bendy thing in it. It's gonna stay in that weird shape no matter, pretty much forever, so I might as well just leave it as it is. And then, oh, Jessie, nope, those aren't Jessie's. Nope, Jessie does Jessie? Yeah, she does, she does. Down here by her legs. Alright, so pop Jessie out. I wonder if her hat, oh, her hat does come off, it looks like. Jessie! Hey, Jessie! Ooh. So, Jessie's hat looks really well detailed for the ones from the movie. And then here is Jessie with her feet being very stiff and her knees being, well, no, there they go. They were just a little stiff. They worked it out. Arms, well, her arm at the elbow is moving great, but not so much at the shoulder. It's kind of limited in its range. Nope, there it goes. Just had to work on it. And her head should move. There we go. We just had to snap it. Oh no, she's got a little scratch in her eye right out of the box. Darn it, I hate it when they do that. I don't like having manufacturer defects, but I guess she is a toy, so we should expect her to be a toy. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of white paint though, because that is right in her eye. That's very prominent. If I hadn't gotten this in the mail, there's no way I would have picked one with an eye that messed up, but we'll try to do her 360 if her hat will cooperate. I love they put the little yellow bow on the back too. The details on these are great. I just don't like how banged up they are right out of the box on a lot of them, or how stiff some of these joints are. But that brings us to our last unboxing of this video, and that is yellow circle number 2, Woody, and his hat's already come a little bit loose. It's covering his face. Why is Woody number 2? He was the number 1 toy for Andy for a long time. He should have been Pixar yellow number 1. Boo on that. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh my. There's our Woody future bookmark, and his hat already popped free for us. It also has really great detail. I love all the little bits they painted on there. Now, let's see. Oh, does it actually, okay, let's see if we can do this. There's a snake in my boots. Oh, I thought it would pop up. Well, there's a button like he pops up. Maybe I gotta push him down. Like, there's the little snake. Got his little tonguey and everything. Little yellow rattlesnake tail, but he just doesn't seem to load in there right. Not far enough to push it in. Probably can't see it, but there's a spring loader down in there. We're just not able to get far enough down or something to activate it. Darn, I would have liked to have shot that guy off. But we'll just have to settle for Snippin' Woody. It's actually taken me forever to get to this video because I couldn't find Woody. He went on a little adventure hiding from me for a while. I was like, I know I bought him. I have a receipt that says I bought him. Woody's Roundup. There's Jessie the yodeling cowgirl. Bullseye, he's Woody's horse. And then the man, of course, it's time for Sheriff Woody. We're just gonna Hercules this out. Come on, Woody. Oh, Woody, you're too skinny. I can't. I don't want to break your leg. He's the very best. He's the rootinest, tootinest cowboy in the wild, wild west. All right, and here's our super adorable, but knees going way too far in the wrong direction, Woody! And, oh, his feet don't say Andy. I hate when they make Toy Story toys and they don't say Andy on the bottom, darn it. And his knees don't bend as far as I think they should, but his legs at the hip go up pretty high. His arms have a good range of motion, but his elbows are kind of stiff. And his head is also really stiff. I think the ball that's holding it in is probably too big for the little tiny narrow head that Woody has. These toy box designs really weren't meant to be actual toys, but we'll put on his hat. Oh, get it on the right way there, McGann. Get it right. Give you the little Woody 360. Yeehaw! The Toy Story game on the Sega Genesis was the best. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's our big unboxing of all the toy box figures that we got so far. So before we go, I would love to know which of these figures has been your favorite. Leave your answer in the comments and we'll see you next time, Fanily members.
If you had fun watching today's video, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more, and let us know in the comments what other toy videos you might want to see in the future. Also, don't forget to check out our other channel, The Fangirl, where we talk about all kinds of movies, TV shows, and even books and comics. But viewer discretion is advised. See you next time, Fanily members!